Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I am an intuitive card reader and an empath, and I am here this evening to do a general reading, a mid-month monthly reading for mid-July 2016, and this is for the sign of Capricorn. I've already gone ahead and laid out my spread. It's a 5-card spread, and there is a specific placement for each card with a specific meaning. And I've also, for those of you that are new to the channel, I do all my online readings with the Oceanic Tarot deck, which is perfect for Bay of Fundy. I draw one significator card at the end of the reading, and we'll check that out at the end. And it is simply from Tarot. Okay, I'd like, just before I start, to take a few moments to say thank you. Thank you for coming by to visit. Return visitors, right on. I'd like to thank you for your views, your likes, your shares, your comments. Always feel free to leave your comments. If you have not subscribed to Bay of Fundy Fortunes yet, just click the little red subscribe button at the bottom. Every time Bay of Fundy Fortunes posts anything new, you'll be alerted via your email. If you find that you like this reading and you'd like a more privatized reading that is meant just for you, because this is a general reading for the sign of Capricorn, but if you want to personalize it, I do offer private readings. All the information that you need will be found in the description box below this video window. My website address is there, as well as my email address. So just quickly read through. It's very short, sweet, to the point, very uncomplicated. And if you'd like a private reading, you just contact me for that. So, Capricorn. If I look half asleep, it's because I am. It's 11:22 in the evening, but this is part of the night for me. Alright, so the very first card that I picked for you represents your general reading. It's in the placement of the general overall energy of the reading. I'm sorry. I have picked the Four of Cups, and I hate this word. I had this card earlier for another zodiac sign, and it is boredom. Boredom. Four Cups. 4 goblets, 4 golden goblets. And cups always represent, they're like hearts in the playing suit, and they represent your heart, everything that is important to you as far as your heart and your love go. So this card here, I'll just quickly go through it. It is the card that represents boredom. The advice is to look for inspiration, renew your faith, and life will bring you what you need. When 4 arrives, you're looking for better. You're feeling dissatisfied. You're losing your belief of a better love and a better life, a better job. You're retreating into your shell. The keywords for this card are stagnant, despondent, disillusionment, self-protection, need for change, rigidity, and stubbornness. Okay, Capricorn, you can be pretty stubborn. I know a few Capricorns. And yes, they have that streak in them. I feel to tell some of you that you're slow on the draw to get the fact that because things don't work out the right way, the way you thought that they should, with your life, with your job, your relationships, and they're not quite, the flow isn't what you thought it was going to be, what you imagined it would be, and you mentally planned these things out in your head, and things have slowed down and become stagnant. Therefore, boredom is setting in. And here's the thing, you're responsible for you. Spirit is pushing me to tell you that for some of you. You are responsible for you. You're responsible for your life, for your happiness, for your destiny, for your future. You need to learn to play along with that, with destiny. Trust in destiny. Trust in karma. I feel to tell for some of you, I'm feeling that you've given up, part of you has given up, no more belief because things didn't go the way they were meant to go. So you've lost your belief. Things have become stagnant in all areas of your life, so you feel. and in your love life, in your job, your backbone is suffering. And I mean that metaphorically, not literally. What I mean by that is your strength, your backbone, what gives you strength, what gives you that chutzpah. You've been failed a few times. Part of the problem is, though, Capricorn, for some of you, you never followed through. You just said, I'm going to put that out there and let the chips fall where they may. You may not have thought of that last part, but that's basically what you've done. So you need to stop being stubborn in order to get your belief back in your life and in your destiny and in your future and hopes for better for all of that. You need to stand up, shake yourself off, and to re-energize. Find that energy. It's still there simmering deep inside of you. You need to take the lid off the pot and let the energy come forward. You need to get almost angry and make things happen. Start pushing things to happen for yourself. Here's your general energy for the overall reading. The second card that I pulled for you is in your financial sector. Anything to do with wealth, money, anything like your job, which is the bigger picture results in money in your life. Excuse me, anything like that. What I drew for you was Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about gossip, not a good thing. Okay. So, this card says for you to be clear in your communications. Try not to have any misunderstandings. The key words are complaints, bitchiness, backstabbing, cutting words, I can never say that word. Politicating, there we go. Legal issues and paperwork. The advice is be clear, precise in verbal and written communications so you won't be misunderstood. Okay, so some of you have a plan laid out. You need to revamp. You need to revamp what it is you want and what you're going to ask for. The trail that you're going to be following and the trail that you're leaving behind you. There's one in front, there's one behind. And you need to be clear in your communications with others. You need to be careful of legal issues if you're involved in a legal issue. For some of you, you probably are. You need to pull out all the stops. If you need to ride on political agenda, then so be it. Because some of you, I feel to say, that's exactly what's going on with you right now. You have to. You can state your case and feel you've been pretty clear, but you're going to have to take everything one step further. Everything you do is going to be one step further. One more thing to say. One more thing to clarify. One more thing to reiterate, whoever you're dealing with. Once you can clear up any misunderstandings, things will start to settle down. There have been, I feel for some of you, are being talked about behind your back. You're not there to defend yourself. That's completely unfair. And you could really blow some people out of the water with your presence and your knowledge and your honesty. Had you been given half a chance to be there, to get rid of all the cutting words and the backstabbing that's going on. Stick to the facts. Be very clear. A lot of this does have to do with money. That's why some of you may find yourself in legal issues or being misunderstood or in your communication. If you're getting somebody else, I feel to tell some of you, you're getting somebody else to handle your money. Somebody new. This is somebody new. You're turning responsibility over to. You're saying, here, I trust you to take care of all my financial interests for me. Oh, Lord. The nudge is strong, and I'm feeling the heat off this card, and it's pushing, and it's saying, you cannot be clear enough. Reiterate everything and ask whoever you're dealing with to bring everything back to you so that you don't miss anything. So you go over everything with a fine-tooth comb. This is highly important. You'll need to do this forcefully, with determination, no wiggle room, This is how I want this to go down. This is what I want. This is what I expect. To the point of almost feeling a little foolish because you have to push it a little harder. And I feel to tell some of you, warn the other party that you're dealing with that's handling your financial issues, that if there's a problem, there's going to be hell to pay. And you will hold them responsible because you cannot make yourself any clearer. And you can explain to them that you've been burned before in the past and it's not going to happen again. You will hold them responsible. Then there will be legal issues and you'll end up in a courtroom. Okay. The third card is the Five of Cups, and it's a card of sadness, and it falls into your relationships, your love, your heart, whatever, everything is important. Your romantic relationships. Sadness. Okay. See, again, the sadness is associated with the cups, which are associated with your heart. Alright, so the key words for this card are unhappiness, rejection, negative thoughts, confusion, hurt, disruption, abandonment. The advice is to look for and accept support. The situation is not hopeless, and you will heal. The 5 reveals sadness due to the loss of a relationship, loss of a job, loss of a friendship, or even bereavement. The 5 reveals an unexpected break from a person or a job. Or somebody has left you and you are feeling abandoned. Another meaning for this card is to let go of the past and don't be haunted by regret. I see a woman. A woman walking away, a young woman, a lady, a very beautiful girl, and she's walking away with her head down. That's you. You're out there somewhere, Capricorn. Long dark hair. And she's feeling pretty hopeless right now. Brokenhearted, confused, completely abandoned. It has disrupted her life. Some of you may know this woman. Overwhelmingly sad. Walking away in the dark. Not even looking back because she knows there's nothing there to look back to. There's nothing there to double check to make sure that it's gone. She knows it's gone. Some of you may have felt this coming under the surface of your relationship. Didn't want to face up to it. You couldn't bear the thought that something would go so terribly wrong. It was your greatest fear. Greatest fear came forth right here in front of you, and you couldn't avoid it anymore. You've been doing this for a while. There's the fear. You've been doing this and looking everywhere, trying not to deal with it, not wanting to acknowledge it, knowing that there was a big problem. And now it's here, staring you in the face. You can't get around it anymore. This is unexpected as well. As far as like your feelings went, like you sensed that there was something off. But when the time came, this is very recent as well. You felt shocked that you're to acknowledge that what you've been feeling under the surface had been correct all along. Very shocked about that you were right. Shocked that your greatest fear is now in front of you, and it encompasses everything that you are, or so you feel. But you know what? We're not about the people in our lives. To a point we are. But in our quiet moments, when we go off to our garden of life, and we reflect, and we look at ourselves, we really are very alone in the world. And we have to get to know ourselves. We need to learn to care for ourselves, to treat and care and love that inner child that is in all of us. Your heart has been broken, It happens. What you need to do now is to accept the fact that you will heal, and you will walk on, and you will see a light at the end of the tunnel, as the expression goes. The sun will shine again for you. You need to accept that and believe in that. That is your destiny. You will love again, and you will trust again. You don't feel that at the moment, but you will. Okay, so the fourth card, I am sorry, and this is new challenges for the mid-July reading here. And these are the challenges you must face. It is the Tower, although in this deck it comes as a ship on fire. It's been struck by lightning. The waters around it are turbulent and lifting the ship, putting it in distress. And the key word for this, for your challenges for mid-July, are destruction. And here is your card. There's your boat. In the regular rider way, most of the other decks, it's a tower. That the turret is broken from the top. It's been struck by lightning and it's on fire. And it's just a terrible picture. But there it is. It's the same thing, just a different picture. In the end. Okay, the key words for this card are breakdown, chaos, endings, surrender, breakthroughs, beginnings, and enlightenment. The advice is give up your control, surrender to the universe, begin a new way of thinking, working, or living. You are now free to start over. You can have a stronger foundation to rebuild whatever it is that has fallen. You feel your world falling apart, but this is not your fault. It is out of your control. The breakthrough will see you through, and will show you the world can be a very different place from what you left behind. This is the breakup of a relationship. And it went with this card. And it went with the first card as well. Boredom. But here you are. There's your challenges for the month. After this breakup that you kind of sensed things were wrong or were shocked when they came to the forefront. So for most of you that are going through this right now, you are going to come back stronger than ever. This was not your fault. You didn't see this coming. You sensed it. It was a deep niggling way, 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 way back. As the back walls in the darkest spots of your subconscious, you kind of felt it coming. But these are feelings, and we don't disrupt our lives over little senses that we get. But here's the thing with senses and gut instincts and intuition and even clairvoyance, they're never wrong. There'll be a lesson learned here for you. You'll listen to your inner self a lot more than you did recently. You won't be so trusting on the surface. You're going to slow down in that department a little bit. The next relationship that comes along, you won't beat the other person over the head because of what you've just been through, but you'll be slower. You'll want to go slower, to move slower. You don't want your life disrupted like this again. But you will rebuild what was broken, what was torn down, what was burned, and that's you. You're going to rebuild the foundation and be strong once again. You need to do and work on these things. These things are going to be quite the challenge for some of you Capricorns. The ground won't be so slippery beneath your feet once you start walking again. And you walk upright. When we're broken, we tend to hunker down, hunker over, go in our body language is all like this, all into ourselves. And when we're happy and content and in control and feeling strong and the energy's right, we're like this. We're open, and you're not that right now. You're all closed off. You need to work. That's your challenge, is to opening back up. and you will reach that point. You will heal. You will get better again. It's going to take some work on your part. The last card, the fifth card in the deck, is the message from Spirit, and it is Judgment. It's all about self-reflection. I want to get my book out on this one. Self-reflection, Judgment. That's the Major Arcana card. Judgment. I should have had this marked, and I didn't since I had the cards already turned over. Judgment. Why is it when you're looking for something, it's going to be the last place that you look? Good heavens. Oh my goodness, when you pop up, I don't have patience with it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the second to the last one. Go figure. Alright, so I'm going to read verbatim from the book here. The conch shell is the earliest horn trumpet. That's what she's blowing on. It sounded to declare war and to herald royalty. In the Old Testament, 7 angels blow their trumpets to mark Judgment Day, on which God judged our past deeds. The mermaid angel, calling on her conch shell, raises memories from the deep, asking us to review our past actions before moving on. The meaning is self-reflection. It's time to revisit the past, take stock before you move on. You may muse on happy memories or discover that there's unfinished business. So you may find yourself being in touch with someone from the past or revisiting an old friend, an old situation to find answers. At this time, you'll also be judging yourself, on all past actions. Did you do the right thing? An additional meaning of the card is spiritual connection, linking with those in spirit, guides, angels, and loved ones. The advice of this card: if you feel the need to give a person a second chance or a return to an old situation, now's the time to decide. If you're reassessing the past in other ways, don't be too hard on yourself. The key words for this are contemplation, self-judgment, review, second chances, guilt, spirituality, memories. And I'm being nudged right to say right off the get-go that the Spirit is trying to tell you, for some of you, there will be no second chances. There'll be no return. Your brain, your memories, your heart may float back into the past, remembering good things, as the Judgment card says. But Capricorn, you quickly remember the not so good times and the not so happy memories because they followed the good times. They were right there. You can't accept part of a memory and not the other when it's the truth. Some of you may want to do that. Well, if I can just, it's not even a conscious choice. Some of you subconsciously are saying, it was so good. It was so wonderful. I was so happy. But I got to tell you, if you're really serious about straightening your life out and moving forward in a positive way and allowing destiny to take you where you need to go, you need to move forward and don't make the same mistakes twice. You're allowed to make mistakes. When you make them over and over, that's another thing. And let's put it this way. If you're meant to be with that person when things got bored and stagnant and slow, destiny will bring you back together, but it's not right now. I feel to tell some of you. Okay, so the significator is the King of Swords. He's one magnificent looking guy, I tell ya. Magnificent. Okay, let me get my book out for him and my have marked. Excuse me. Similar to the King of Cups, the King of Swords carries an aura of intimidation. Both are silent and serious. By tradition, the King of Swords is an expert on law, politics, society, and communication. Whenever he is found, he exercises power. He's emotionally cold, as is the Queen. The King of Swords is happiest with a life of stimulating work, following high ideals. The message here that I feel to tell some of you is you need to raise your ideals. You deserve the best in life. Why not? This could also be a man that comes into your life. There's no guessing games with this guy. He doesn't pretend to be in one mood when he's in another mood. He doesn't. He suffers no fools. He could be an aid to you. He could be a friend with you, to you, for you. Somebody that you can turn to. Somebody that you know where you stand. There's no guessing games. He's a force to be reckoned with. I hope for your sake that some of you are not on the receiving end of this guy right here. This guy is going to be your friend. You've got some stuff to go through mid-July here. Stuff that already began this month. I see you on the preface of taking one very bold step, and it starts with one. There's no getting around that. King of Swords, I feel to tell some of you, advises you. I like his face. It's like he's speaking to me. He's advising you to take that step. I gotta put my glasses back on. I like his face. It's his eyes that are capturing me here. He's smiling. His mouth isn't, but his eyes are. He's flanked by two eagles that are asleep. And the claws of the eagles are holding up the arms. This is a beautiful card. I wish the lighting here was better. But what I'm feeling from this is excitement, high energy, good energy. And he's saying everything's going to be just fine for you. What are you crying about? He says, don't cry. Don't do that. Don't be foolish, he says. Don't be silly. Pick yourself up. You don't just let yourself go like that. You have many more promising relationships that are coming in your future. It's coming, Capricorn. And that, my dear Capricorn, is your general reading for the month of July. As I said, if you'd like to personalize this reading, please feel free to get in contact with me, and I will provide your reading in a private, just meant for you. It's all down below in the video window in the description box. I wish you the very best that life has to offer. I send you energy and strength and clarity. Once you clear out those memories and look in front of you, get a little bit of tunnel vision. It doesn't hurt when you're just picking yourself up again. You're dusting yourself off and you're taking that deep breath and you're ready to take that big step with forward movement. Get a little bit of tunnel vision and focus in on what you need and what you are going after. After a while, you can let those walls down a little bit and let others in and get back to enjoying life. But right now, you need to concentrate on you. All I can say right now is I hope you come back again. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And come back and see us again for the August reading. I bid you good night. Good night.